So on the inside of that is the little roller. So that's just
There's the bearings.
just bearings.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what the belt runs around.
Okay.
Yeah, just two little bearings, and there's a full bill of materials online. So like all these parts, you can see what they all are. But yeah, we can put this back together. Just wanted to show you what's inside.
Okay.
And these parts are kind of like they're not printed super well. I mean, that's an issue. That's a fail, kind of like a bad print. It works, but
Yeah.
it's not.
Doesn't look real
doesn't
good.
look great. That was on our earlier printers, so
These
Oh, yeah.
extra holes, are they for?
yeah, you could use
in
them,
case
but you
you
don't
wanna
need
use
them.
They're just to
Um,
make it more secure, or are they for
yeah.
like expandability or something like that?
Both.
Okay.
Both. If you do this and you have a lot of force to work against, like if it's a CNC circuit mill, I would put in all of them.
Yeah.
But if you it's a not 3D printing is non-contact. I mean,
Yeah.
you kind of know how it works, right? Or-
Yeah. You just
Right.
feed the filament and
Yeah.
that's it. And
Yeah, you're depositing layer after layer. The head is moving, but it's not touching anything.
Yeah.
So you don't have a lot of force. So even like one screw in the middle is going to be fine.
Okay. So that's just if you need.
Yeah. But let's look at what's inside. What's inside there? Inside there's going to be bearings because this is the part that moves,
Yeah.
right? So
Bearings on
bearings.
everything. Okay.
That's it.
Cool.
And so let's just put that.
And the
toge-
plugs go into there.
Yeah, and
Is
I'll
that
show
where
you
pull
that
those
there's a
out?
trick to those.
Okay.
And we designed that, and we're very proud of that as a super easy way to mount the belt, because everyone else uses like clips or like some bolt or something. Here we just use these little plugs where the belt goes inside one of them, but it does not go inside the other, so there's a little procedure for that. Okay, so and this is, we designed this so actually for this one, you can put another axis right parallel to it, perpendicular. So that's that. Well, you can just
Another axis,
that.
like another set of rods through there, or
you can do this.
okay.
Because
Yeah.
there's nut catchers inside there, so you can go like this and mount this by longer bolts through here. And that's exactly what we do. You'll see that later.
Yeah.
So it's designed so you can do, like you can actually double them up if you want more force. You can like stack them this way, so you got double axes.
Yeah.
So it's you can expand the size. You can make larger rods, like not with these printed pieces, but with
Yeah.
larger pieces. You can make larger rods, so you can scale this up. We built one like this that's 4 by 8 feet.
Yeah.
More like 5 by 10 feet. For a CNC torch table.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are these motors, or what are they?
They're stepper motors. They're
How big are
like
If you were to scale up, would you
yeah,
put
they
a bigger motor?
yeah. They use bigger motors there. So the way these motors are mounted, there's these 4 bolt hole, four screws that go in. I'll just take it apart to show you how it goes in. Are you videoing that?
I am.
That's great.
Homework.
Yeah. Do you have like a YouTube, or
I do.
can you pump it up there?
I will.
Nice. Okay, so those 4 bolts, that's how the little motor goes on. Just like that.
It just goes around there.
And yeah, this we just put on there. Just a little set screw with a little Allen wrench. Like I got little Allen wrenches here, but it's already on, so we don't have to do that.
Okay.
So let's put it back on. And there was that one long bolt. And I believe it was right there, right? Do you remember?
I don't know.
I think it was right there. Because,
We can always stop it and run it backwards.
right. So, do this. Wrong and goes in a hole. The plug, does it matter where it's gonna go?
Mhm.
It does somewhat, not super. It just makes the wiring a little easier. But okay, so the thing is, you got to have this bolt in there because once the motor is on, you can't put it on anymore. And this is all documented. It's all on the wiki. So yeah, just put these back in. I just wanted to show you what's inside. And now here, the belt, we can actually thread it after we put this on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll show you how to do that. Let's see. Let's get it in that hole. No, was that right? No, that's not right. Got it.
Is there a reason they're all at cocked at an angle like that? Just for
Yeah,
the
so
easy
that you can
wiring?
mount them. Idea there was so they're mountable.
Mhm.
If you do it like this, the geometry wouldn't work out that you could get those bolts in there. They need to
Oh,
be
I see.
staggered
Okay.
because you got these 4 bolts. These bolts would be in the way if it weren't that way. So we had to make it that way.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, and which, I'm not sure which axis. Okay. Yeah, so this.
I got your speech last night, but I started out vertical and I didn't want to stop, so I had to pan your screens.
Yeah,
I didn't get them all. Next time I'll do it horizontal, and I'll have
Yeah.
a plan for not having to watch all the dances.
yeah. Okay, so the belt.
So you left that one unscrewed on purpose, right? Or
Yeah, because we're
Just
still
so
gonna
you
put
have
the
a
rods
little
in, so I'm gonna tighten it later. But the way the belt works, there's 2 holes. One is the thin one is where the belt plugs go in.
mm-hmm.
So if I keep it that way, then okay. I'm just gonna thread it through.
Okay.
Thread,
You can
thread
see
the
the whole
belt through,
side. And I can get on the other side, I guess. There we go.
and it should go through. Should kind of feed through. Let me see it. But I was thinking about this. I think we're gonna modify this and make a slit in there so it's easier to get the belt in. Because right now you kind of gotta mess with it. I would do this
Mm-hmm.
and maybe try to poke it back in. See, but it's kind of tough. Nah,
Yeah.
I don't like that. We're gonna modify this. So right now the best bet is just kind of like curl it,
So it naturally curls
Yeah.
around when you push it through.
curl it and push it through.
You can't
But
put
it definitely, it takes a little bit more time, and I don't want any more time than we need to
Mm-hmm.
be spent on this.
You
so
can't like lay the belt and then screw it together.
You can. That's the other way. And I might have to do that if this thing is not gonna cooperate. I think we might as well just make this hole a little larger so we can get a tool in there to help it along.
Yeah. No reason for it to be tiny.
Yeah.
No.
Let's see. So maybe this tiny little. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't like how much time it's taking me right now because it's kind of gonna mess with it, and you got to do 4 of those. So, yeah, but it's starting to push through.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of have to coax it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I got it through. A little more effort than I would want it to. And then so the rods go in there. And then I can tighten the bolts down. But we don't need to tighten it down all the way because the holes we drilled may be off a little bit. So we want to just allow it to be adjusted. So I'm just going to tighten them down, but
Yeah.
not
just a
so
little
much.
bit.
Yeah.
Why are these magnets here?
Yeah, so these were from a version, for the middle one, the tool head went on this, so you could use the magnets we need them for one of them to mount the actual head.
Okay,
This head is
As part
gonna-
of the mounting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. So this one, the one that's going to go through around the idler part,
Mm-hmm.
which is this part, that's, we're gonna catch the belt on the other side. So first we do this. Once again, it should be able to go through, but